Today is an extremely hot day and I'm trying to charge my Bluetti power station with a 200-watt folding solar panel. Now, the problem with this is that the temperature coefficient of a solar panel is for every 1 degree you go over 25 degrees, it starts to lose the efficiency by about 0.3 to 0.5. Now, as you can see here, it's up to 65 degrees. So a real world impact for me would be about a 12 to 20% decrease in my peak power capacity. So I brought the Bluetti into the garage and I've connected it up to this little device that I created a little while back. Now, fundamentally, it is a 12 to 24 volt transformer, and on top of which sits a little computer fan to provide cooling, and then all of that sits on this 18mm MDF board. Now, the wiring is pretty basic. There is a live, there is a neutral, and there is a little pigtail barrel connector which fits my particular type of Bluetti. And also, I have connected a USB-C type A. Now, this plugs into the Bluetti whilst it's charging, and it uses minimal power, but it keeps the transformer cool, which is perfect. Now, all of this connected up to my hybrid battery, going into the transformer and going into my Bluetti is giving me about 129 to 130 watts of power. Now, the battery itself gets charged from the 250-watt solar panel outside of my garage wall. So this system seems to work okay for me. Now, in the future, I'm going to upgrade the transformer and go to a 24 to 48, and hopefully that will push a bit more power back into the Bluetti from linking my two eco-worthy batteries together, which would give me 24 volts, and then use a transformer of 24 up to the 48. Now, the Bluetti itself can accept up to 500 watts of power going in to a maximum of 10 amps, which I'm sure I could easily achieve using a transformer. And that just gives me more options because, like I say, on a day like today, when it is so hot, you'd think the solar panels would work absolutely fantastic. And although they do, as I've said before, the temperature coefficient of any solar panel over 25 degrees starts to drop by about 0.3 to 0.5% for every 1 degree you go over that 25. So you lose in the real world when it starts hitting 64, 65 like you saw earlier in the video. I'm losing about 12 or 20% worth of my my peak power on that, and you know, it's not ideal. When you want the sun, when you have the sun shining like today, you expect to get the maximum power out of it, and that's not always, sadly, the case. I mainly produced this little setup here for an extension to add extra power storage into my Bluetti. Now, obviously, adding 120, 130 watts is not perfect because the Bluetti is more than capable of pulling something like about 1500 watts quite easily, up to 1800 watts. So, you know, 120, 130 watts doesn't cut the mustard very well. But if I was to upgrade this transformer from a 24 to 48, then obviously I'm going to get a little bit more efficiency out of it. Bear in mind, the thing can't accept any more than 500 watts input, so anything I'd be extracting out of the Bluetti above that 500 would be, well, it'd just be pointless. It wouldn't be charging anymore. So that'll be something I'll have to look at, maybe upgrading to a different power pack in the future. But for the moment, this Bluetti is just absolutely perfect for my needs, and I think if I can get an input up to 500 watts from two of my eco-worthy batteries, then I'll be a happy man. So that's all for today. If you've liked the video, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.